What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good morning and welcome to this new video and your daily update on Ethereum. We'll talk about all the fundamentals you need to know about. There are some important economic events coming later today in well, a couple of hours, like 5-6 hours. And we'll talk about the technicals. There's some things we can talk about in that sphere as well. I'll give you my thoughts on where Ethereum is heading in terms of price as well. So let's get right into it. Before we start, I do want to say that if you want to receive daily trading signals from my trading signal group, right now with a win rate of over 70%, I cannot guarantee my success in the future, but I can guarantee that I will try my best. Then make sure to check out the links down in the pinned comment or the description. But now let's get right into it. So, excuse me, I'm a little bit out of breath, not sure why, but yeah, so yesterday what happened, and we also said that in the video, we were quite bullish, right? I mean, yesterday we had this nice bullish spike. This was actually in the evening. Yesterday evening we were still, but yesterday we were still hanging around that level around 1670, 1660, where there's a lot of resistance. As you can see, it's just a very strong level altogether. But you also had this bearish momentum, which practically started like the 16th of February. Was also right there. It was at that level, kind of depending on how you draw the trend line, but I drew it like this. So for those of you who took the sell order, it's a great sell order, because I also am of the opinion that right now this is that strong of a resistance level that we will continue to drop down. You can see that right now we're at a minor support level around 1640. So technically, I guess you could argue that right now we are in a weird formation like this, but it's really not that strong. To be honest, I think this resistance, just purely technically, it's strong enough to push us all the way down to this level around 1630, and then we have that 1650, 1640 as a resistance. I think we'll drop down, and I think we'll at least drop down to this level around 1600 and 1610. Purely technically, that's also a little bit of the structure that we've been in, even though it doesn't really look like it. Ethereum is actually pretty moving pretty much in a range. I mean, you can basically identify, and there's no good way for me to do this, but you can basically say that we've been in like this range for the majority of the time, right? So I'll make it a little bit more clear. This range outlined by the yellow. We've been in that since like the 14th of January, and we had a small little breakout right here and a small little fake out right here due to fundamentals. But apart from that, I mean, this is just the range that we've been in, and the EMAs are pretty flat as well. So I think that we're just going to stay in this range, all right? The only way which we could get out of this is if the market gets very bullish right now, which I think the opposite is happening. I think the market is getting more bearish. The dollar strength index is going up. I think inflation is going up. I think monetary policy will worsen, which we will also have some news about. We'll have the inflation rate of the EU, which doesn't matter that much, but we'll be able to see it there. This is probably going to be higher than expected, and we'll see the initial jobless claims. If that's also lower than expected, I mean, then there's some sort of a trend going on in the economy, at least. That inflation is probably not tamed yet. So that's why I think we'll at least see this initial drop. Right now, that's what I expect. I do think we'll find support at 1600 and 1610, even though my bias on crypto has become a little bit more bearish. It doesn't mean I think we're going to crash. I mean, Ethereum has a lot of great support at 1600, but also just under there at 1580, and under there as well at 1560. So there's not a lot to worry about, I think, but breaking out of like 1700 again is going to be very, very difficult. And personally, I don't see that happening very soon. But all right, I'll keep you covered, of course. I'll keep monitoring Ethereum, and I'm always open to change my bias, of course. But that's my take on Ethereum for today. If you do have any questions, then let me know. But for now, take care and bye.